There has been a lot of attention on the conversion to the DTT Broadcasting. From 2 points of view. The first one is the current beauty contest. The Ministry for Economic Development very recently, on the end of January, decided to suspend the beauty contest and to assess whether it is possible to implement an alternative procedure, a procedure that could bring more revenues for the Italian state. This suspension was due to the fact that the additional frequencies that would have been made available by the completion of the switch off would in fact be allocated basically for free or at a very reduced cost for the network operators. The ministry considered that perhaps it is worth considering whether or not such frequencies should be allocated in another way, probably through a bid rather than a beauty contest, so as to guarantee for the state additional financial resources to be invested possibly elsewhere. These of course have created a lot of uproar and substantial and ignited debate. On one hand, a number of operators welcome this measure in the sense that it is going to bring some additional resources. On the other hand, operators protested and complained that this is, of course, going against some plans that have already been approved and in which respect they did make very substantial investments. We don't know what is going to be the outcome of these reactions, and we don't know actually what is going to be decided. Regardless of the decision on whether or not it's going to be a free beauty contest or a very expensive bid, all commentators and a number of content providers require, however, to have a swift response, because the digitalization process is going to be completed very likely within the first semester of 2012, and the frequencies at that moment will have to be made available. And operators will have to be put in a position to make investments and to have certainties in terms of dates of the launch for new channels. In addition to that, as I mentioned before, there's been some discussions on the logical channel numbering, on the LCN. There's been a litigation which will likely follow with other pieces of litigation. And this has brought a lot of broadcasters to make additional proposals, to raise again some old proposals, to review the current channel numbering system. For instance, providing a system that is closer to the 3-digit numbering that is applied by certain other platforms, I would say other than the DTT. These are the main issues, but these of course are not the only issues. We are dealing at present with a market going through a very substantial crisis which is hitting throughout the overall media scenario, but particularly on the traditional media, including the broadcasting. This has brought a number of content providers to require and ask for a more lax legislation with regards to advertising, particularly with regards to the limits that has been set for advertising on pay TV, but also on other platforms. So this is a very dynamic moment, also considering the advent of all the over-the-top offerings and also the substantial online opportunities also for content providers and also through social media. There will no doubt be a lot of changes from a legal perspective and also from a business perspective. Please let us know if you want to know more. We will in any event update you through our blog. Thank you.